Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now we are seeing a new bearish signal for Ethereum, and we are also seeing a brand new Ethereum pattern form on the chart right now, but I'll be talking about that in just a moment. First, let's take a look at this 4-hour Ethereum chart, and obviously this is that bearish rising wedge pattern that I've been talking about for a few days now, and clearly we broke to the downside. And in case you were new to the channel, the technical price target for a rising wedge pattern is towards the bottom of the wedge, which is coming in at around 2.3 to 2.4 thousand. But another important support level that I've been mentioning for a few days now here on the 4-hour chart is the $2,600 level. And at the time of recording this video, Ethereum has seen some short-term support at around 2,600 as expected. And there was a few different reasons why I was expecting some short-term support at around 2,600. The first and most obvious reason was because we already found support at around 2,600 back here in this previous low. But then if you're bringing out our Fibonacci retracement tool on the 4-hour time frame, we've got the golden pocket, the most important Fibonacci level, coming in at around 2,600. And also at that same time there, the 4-hour RSI was getting very close to oversold territories, which means we'll do for at least some sort of shorter term bounce. But keep in mind, we have not confirmed a bullish reversal here on the 4-hour chart, at least just yet. So that means even though we have found some short-term support at around 2,600, we are still looking more bearish than we are bullish here on the 4-hour chart at least. But one possible bullish signal to pay attention to that could be coming soon is a possible bullish cross in the 4-hour MACD, and you can see that we are approaching one right now, but this has not been confirmed at least just yet. Now, something else to pay attention to on the 4-hour Ethereum chart is a possible head and shoulders pattern if we do see a further bounce to the upside here. Now, I want to make it clear that this head and shoulders pattern is not confirmed right now. We haven't even completed the pattern. So in order for us to confirm this pattern, we first need to see a bounce up towards around 2,800 to 2,900, and then we need to see some sort of rejection at around that sort of price range and come back down towards this neckline, which is sitting at around 2,600. And then even if we see all of that play out, we need to see a confirmed break below 2,600 in order to confirm this head and shoulders pattern. And if that scenario plays out, of course, that would be a bearish signal for Ethereum. But as of right now, we are still just in the formation phase of this possible head and shoulders pattern. So it's just one to pay attention to for now. And if we take a look at the 12-hour Ethereum chart, of course, the parabolic stop and reverse indicator is still sitting in the red, as it has been doing for a couple of days now. And then looking in the 12-hour Ethereum RSI, we have just formed a new lower low, which is really the first technical sign of the RSI forming a new downtrend. And also what we have seen over the past one day is a bearish cross get confirmed in the 12-hour MACD. If we're going back to the last time all three of these indicators were pointing in the bearish direction, that was roughly around 3 weeks ago. And having some of these bearish signals basically resulted in some more bearish price action that lasted for around 1 to 2 weeks after that. So for now, this is still only talking about this price range that we've been in for over a month now. And so far, trading within this price range has been very profitable if you're paying attention to these short-term trends. And once again, as of right now, these 12-hour Ethereum indicators point towards a shorter-term bearish trend that could possibly last for around 1 to 2 weeks according to history. But one thing to keep in mind is what we are seeing on the daily Ethereum chart, and that is this triangle pattern that is forming. And due to the fact that the Ethereum price is converging in on itself, these shorter-term uptrends and shorter-term downtrends within this price range are becoming smaller and smaller. And soon enough, because this is a converging pattern, the price of Ethereum will be forced to either break above resistance or below support. And the moment we get one of those significant breaks, that will determine the next major trend in the price of Ethereum on the daily time frame. But if you're looking further back throughout Ethereum's price action, we commonly see this type of pattern form after a significant move to the downside when the price of Ethereum is bottoming out, as we can see time and time again. But I want to make it clear that in order to play out a larger bullish recovery in the price of Ethereum, we would need to break above this point of resistance, which is coming in at around 3.1k approximately. And we can also take a look at this line of resistance on the same daily time frame, extended ever since the beginning of December all the way to the current day price action. And this line of resistance is currently coming in just underneath 3,000 US dollars. Now giving you a quick update on the percentage of Ethereum short positions over on the Binance exchange and the Bybit exchange. And only just yesterday, we saw a lot of short positions close relative to long positions. But with that being said, if you're looking at the levels these short positions are sitting at, we're still relatively high according to history. And for the beginners out there, in case you are new to the channel, usually anytime we see a lot of short positions active in the market relative to Ethereum long positions on these major exchanges, during those time periods, they normally coincide with amazing buying opportunities for the longer term. But then when the Ethereum short positions are at these record low levels, they are usually some good times to take some profits off the table. And I want to make it clear that this is not financial financial advice, but right now, because the Ethereum short positions relative to long positions on these two major exchanges are still at very high levels, technically speaking, this does give us an opportunity like what we saw in the middle of last year, or possibly like what we saw in late 2020 leading into early 2021. And obviously, that is not just my opinion, that is actually what the data says. And of course, what we are seeing on the 3-day Ethereum chart is backing that up. For example, the 3-day Ethereum RSI is technically in an uptrend. We are forming higher highs and higher lows. And the 3-day MACD is technically sitting in the green, but we don't have much momentum, at least right now. So basically, according to the price oscillators on the 3-day time frame, we are in a somewhat similar situation as what we were in early October and also late July. But as I just said, this time round, technically we are seeing lower momentum compared to back here. And this momentum will likely only pick up if we break above some significant levels of resistance, such as $3,000 or around 3.1k. And now checking out the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart on the 3-day time frame, and we are still holding above this important level of support, which is coming in at around 0.066 Bitcoin per Ethereum. So for the time being, this is great to see, especially if Ethereum can form a double bottom here, but we are very much still in the early stages of this bounce. So technically, we are still within that deciding moments that Ethereum is in against Bitcoin. And for the complete beginners out there, if we do end up forming a double bottom here, then that would essentially mean Ethereum would be outperforming Bitcoin. But if we see a confirmed break below that exact line of support, and more importantly, if we put in a new lower low, then in that case, clearly that would be a bearish signal for Ethereum versus Bitcoin, meaning that Ethereum would be underperforming against Bitcoin. But anyway, if you made it this far in the video, make sure to drop a like down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe with notifications turned on for more updates just like this every single day. And before we click off, if you want to make more money in crypto, whether or not prices are going up or down, these two videos popping up right here are definitely for you. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.